Hello, I'm Bobby Summers, and this is a very special bonus episode of Let's Play Loom. So I played through the game on expert mode and got to this part. This is where you get a little extra animation if you play on expert mode. So we gotta go look at this crystal ball again. Keep away from that, you. His Excellence said not to touch anything. I wasn't going to touch it, just looking, that's all. Just looking, eh? Tell you what. I'll let you look into the sphere if you let me look at something. What did you have in mind? Legends say it is death to gaze upon a weaver uncloaked. Naturally, we clerics pay little heed to such foolish rumors. Still, I'm curious. I'll let you look into the sphere if you let me lift your hood. Deal? I wouldn't try that if I were you. Why not? There's nothing to fear under that fine robe of yours, is there? If you fear nothing, then you'd better not touch me. Ah, a riddle. I like riddles. Let's answer this little riddle once and for all, shall we? No. Can't say I didn't warn him. So, yes, we get to get a glimpse at what's under that fabulous hood. And I'll go ahead and do a little run through of expert mode in a bit. Hold on. Alright, here we are back at the start of the game, or close to the start. And this is expert mode. As you can see, the staff doesn't have the notes written on it. So that's kind of difficult because if you're someone who plays by clicking on the staff, it can be kind of difficult if you don't know where you're clicking. But you can still use the keyboard keys, and that'll work too. And that's what I did while playing the game, so that's what you saw a lot of. That's why I wasn't down here clicking a lot. I was using the keyboard keys. Anyway, what happens in expert mode when you click on something that's going to give you a spell, like these gulls, yeah, the staff doesn't light up at all. Yeah, you don't. I mean, if you're like me and you can't hear these musical notes, yeah, you're out of luck. So what I do to work around my horrible music sensitivity is I played through the game at least once in one of the other modes and get all the spells. Because once you have one set of spells, you can use certain rules that they use for the magic in this game. You can use the rules to kind of figure out the others if they're not the same in this play. Now I actually had 3 sets of spells because I had one still written in the book from whenever I last played, and then I played once before recording, and then of course I played during recording. So I had 3 sets of spells, and that was pretty good. That got me through most of expert mode. I was able to use one of the previous spells. But there were a couple that were not the same as any of the previous 3. So for those, you can look at the spells, and you can tell from the previous spells if it's reversible or not. Because a spell is going to be either reversible or not reversible. No matter how many times you play, it's always going to have that, because obviously if you cast a spell backwards, it has an opposite effect. And some spells, they don't want you to be able to have an opposite effect. So that's one of the rules. And then the other rule is the highest note in the spell is always going to be the highest note. Because some spells, they want you to have at least a certain amount of notes in order to cast it. So, yeah, you automatically know the highest note and whether it's reversible or not once you have played through the game once. And then you can just, brute force it. You can maybe your ears will finally kick in once you have that amount of knowledge, and you'll be able to hear it. But and of course the other way is to go on the internet and look them up. because yeah, there are sites that have all the spells written out, every possibility. So you can do it that way if you're cheap. But anyway, next I'm going to show you a little something I found on this play that I don't know, I had forgotten or never seen. So I'll see that in just a bit. Hang on. And we're back at the waterspout. By the way, I realized I misspoke earlier about the highest note always being in the spell. That's only true for spells that have an F or higher, because the first spells you learn only have a C, D, and E, and those don't necessarily all have an E. You know, like as we found out, the night vision spell had all C's, but it can also have like C, D, D, C, and so on. So I just wanted to clear that up in case anyone wasn't gonna cheat on the internet. Don't want to get any closer. Oh, but if you insist, you get sucked right up into the waterspout, and so is the tree. And you guys are both thrown back towards the island. Yeah, there's the tree. And then you both happen to land in pretty much the same spot, so you're free to get back on the tree and sail back over to the waterspout. Here we go again. And yeah, I think you can pretty much do that as many times as you like, just for fun, because such a fun thing to do. Anyway, that's it for Loom. I'll be catching you in the next game. Later.